I don't know what my computer did. It just spazzed. So I'm going to start over. We'll do this really, really fast. So I just recently have bought a lot. I wanted to haul it for you. So here we go. Starting over, NYX Butter Lip Glosses. They are fantastic. I own the shades Eclair and Fortune Cookie. The pink one here is Eclair, and the tan one is Fortune Cookie. I also recently picked up the CoverGirl Smoochies Tinted Chapstick. Genius Fantastic. Absolutely love it because I hate the feel of lipstick. I put it on over a lip stain today and it's fantastic. It's this bigger patch of pink there, and that's the shade Alter Ego. I also recently just grabbed another nude e.l.f. lip stain. They're $2. They're genius. I love it. Alright, on to eyeliners. I've gotten these two from NYX recently. They are their Extreme Shine eyeliners. I got the shades Azure and Jewel. Azure is the more blue tone, and Jewel is the more brownish kind of coppery tone. Guys, my lights sucko. I'm sorry. I'm gonna have to figure out something else. But in the meantime, I'm sorry. So I got two brushes recently. This is the Real Techniques concealer brush. I picked it up at Kohl's for not a lot of money. So definitely check out Kohl's makeup department. They've actually got some good finds. I found another palette there recently, and I'll get to that when I get to that one. And this is the Mirabella Face Blender brush. I love it when I'm doing contour. It blends out the rest of my face so nicely. I absolutely adore it. Two sprays recently. I restocked on my e.l.f. Daily Brush Cleaner. I like to do this in between so that I don't end up mixing bright colors or with my nudes or anything like that. So I like this for in between, but I do a deep clean on my brush once a week. On my brushes once a week. This is the new, I don't know if it's new, it's new to me, the NYX Dewy Finish Setting Spray. I really, really like it. I'm dry though, so if you're too oily, you might not like it, but this just gives me enough shine without breaking me out. It's fantastic. I love it. Alright. So, I talked about this in my last video. This is e.l.f. Cosmetics Volumizing Mascara in black. It's $2. It's just as good as a lot of the expensive stuff I've used. I really like it. I used it today. For everyday looks, it's great. If you're wanting something super fancy or you're using falsies, this is not going to be the right mascara for you. The only blush I've acquired recently, I need to go pick up a few more. This is the NYX Blush In Angel that I used in my last video. It's the powder blush. I really like it. It just adds a little life back to my face without making me feel like a clown, and that's a big deal to me. Alright. On to, like, highlights and contour, bronzer kind of stuff. Oh, wait. I picked up one nail polish recently. This is an OPI polish. I love OPI. This is called To Infinity and Blue Beyond. It is the perfect light summery blue shade. It just makes me happy inside. Alright, so now on to highlights and bronzers and the like. So I picked up the NYX Contour Palette. I absolutely adore this. I actually like, there's a kind of a banana shade here. I really like to set my under eye concealer with that on days when I'm doing my contouring, and on every day if it creases a little, whatever. I'm not super high maintenance. But this whole thing has such a range of color. I don't know that I can really let you know. So I use this one and this one when I'm doing my contour the most. So one's a little bit lighter. I use that kind of just to bronze all over. And then I use this darker shade to kind of just give me a little bit more definite line. And then here's that banana shade I like to use under my eye. I mean, they're fantastic. I really like them. The pigmentation is nice. This is super crappy swatching and really bad. But anyway, so that's what I use the most out of it probably. But I really enjoy them. It's a really easy thing. For travel, of course, it's not very handy, but for my clients and for my big contour days, fantastic. Alright, so I caved and I got Hard Candy's Tiki highlight. And I like it, but it is a little, this particular one, again, my lighting is poop. Let's tilt that up a little bit, see how we do. This particular one is very orangey for me. So it's a little, yeah, see it's really yellowy gold for me. I like something with a little more pink to it because that's a little more me. But this is $9 at my local Walmart, and, you know, it really wasn't bad. For most people, it'll be great. And, you know, I would use it in a pinch. But, as I showed in my last video, I have the infamous Champagne Pop Becca highlight, and it is gorgeous. I could go for days talking about this. But it is just so buttery, so crazy pigmented. I mean, let's see. Right there. It's just got this shimmer. I barely brush, and I still have an insane highlight going on my face. So, $38 worth every flippin' penny. Seriously, I'm probably going to go buy me another one because who knows how much longer they're going to last. So, really consider it, especially if you have lighter toned skin. It is fantastically beautiful. All right, now on to eyeshadows. That's what I have the most of lately because I was getting really bored with my eyeshadows. I love my Naked 3 palette that I used in my last video, but you can only Naked 3 it up for so long. Time to get some variety back in here. So we'll start with NYX. I have 3 that I've gotten from them. 2 of them are the roll-on shimmers, and I've really enjoyed them for quick, easy looks. When I'm in a hurry, these are fantastic because I just roll them on my eyelid and I'm done. Roll on, mascara, lips, run out the door. Because I have freckles and I don't mind my freckles, and my husband likes those days. So the 2 shades I have are Nude and Almond. I'll swatch them in a slightly different spot. For you here. Do them kind of underneath. So, this lighter shade is Nude, and the darker one is Almond. I mean, there is fallout with these. I mean, just bending my wrist there, you can kind of see. But they are gorgeous. They're easy to use. I mean, if you're new to makeup, they're really easy because you just roll them on until you like how sparkly they are, and you're done. If you're trying to blend them with anything, you're going to lose a lot of the real big shimmer because there's a lot of fallout. But in general, it's really, really nice. And then I also got one of their pressed eyeshadows. I haven't even really broken into this. This is the shade Spontaneous. It's kind of this goldy color. I mean, it's pretty gold. But, you know, not super shimmery. That's it right there, Spontaneous. Not super shimmery. It's more of a satin than a shimmer, which I like. I don't always like to glitter to the nines, like today. I'm more shimmery, not glittery in my world. So, that's it for NYX. I did pick up one CoverGirl Flamed Out Shadow Pencil. It's in the shade, oh, where'd it go? $3.50. So we'll do that kind of up here by the glosses so you can see. I mean, it's just a kind of a taupey brown there, and, you know, it blends out pretty nice. So, you know, and it was pretty inexpensive. I just picked it up at Target. I don't even remember how much I paid. $4 or $5 probably, maybe a little more, but not a lot. Anyways, it's pretty inexpensive. So then we're on to palettes, because that's really all that's left in my recent hauls. So I used to love Mirabella Shadows. They used to let you create your own palettes. But now they don't let you do it yourself. They just kind of have these ready-made ones. This one's okay. This is their most wanted palette. It's kind of got just this light shade, a more brown, kind of a mid-tone, which they're pretty. I mean, you know, and the pigmentation is pretty nice. And then they've got this sparkly black. I like to use it as a liner. And then we'll But, you know, pigmentation's okay. I mean, that was a really cruddy swatch, but, you know, it's an okay palette. I end up not reaching for it as much as I thought I would, because, you know, it's kind of got this maroony color and then this mid-tone brown, and it's okay. I mean, if you're looking for that specific look, it's great. But in general, Mirabella, let us customize our palettes again. Come on. You'll make way more money that way anyway. Okay, on to the next one. I picked up the Maybelline Blush Nudes palette. Everybody's been raving about it all over YouTube, so I had to check it out. I have to say I was disappointed. I've really only used it twice because the colors are kind of chalky, and I've just not been happy. The pigmentation isn't, you know, they swatch great, but when it comes to the actual pigmentation on your eye and how well it stays, it's poopy. I was so sad. So there's 2 from it, and then we'll just hurry and throw those on there. I mean, even the others swatched nicer, but I mean, it's, for a drugstore palette, it's okay, but I just was disappointed. Like, as soon as you put it on your eye and try to work with it, it's gone. So, in general, not my fave. Sorry, Maybelline. I had high hopes because I love the range of color in it. I mean, it's got pinks, it's got greens, it's got neutrals. I really had high hopes, but I just ended up disappointed, and I'm really sad about that. Okay, so recently I mentioned that I picked up a palette when I was at Kohl's, and I got that Real Techniques brush. I just happened to be there, and I looked, and they had the Lorac Pro palette. And so I'm like, really? Okay. So if you haven't seen this palette, it's genius. I love it. It's really wonderful. All the top is matte, all the bottom is shimmer. I end up leaning towards this gold and this garnet the most. I mean, they're really pigmented. They're gorgeous. I mean, there is a little bit of fallout, but come on. Oh, God, you can't even. They're so pretty. I use the gold in my crease, and then I use the garnet on my lid, and together, oh, they're genius. But worth every penny. I think I paid like $40 for it, but it's worth it. I'm probably going to go get the Pro 2 palette. Okay, last but not least, I have this lovely Morphe Brushes palette. This is their 35E, it's Bling palette. I've swatched the whole thing on Instagram, so if you're not following me on Instagram, you probably should if you want to see all of the swatches, because I marked up my arms, I did a row at a time. I mean, it's a really nice palette. There's a pretty good range of color, and I'm reaching for colors that I never thought I really would. I mean, I'm leaning for more of these orangey copper kind of colors, which in the past I never would have gone towards. I was like purples and greens, but I've kind of been branching out, and I've really loved it. I've actually used this really hot pink a couple times, and I've really liked it. It's been a lot of fun. So, I mean, I paid $22 for 35 shadows. I mean, it was worth every penny to me. They stay on pretty well all day. I end up using this quite a bit. For like an 8-hour workday, they're perfect. But you'll probably want to touch it up before you go out for a night, and you'd probably want to fancy it up a little more anyway. Anyways, so that's my recent haul. I hope you liked it. If you have any questions, leave a comment down below. And yeah, enjoy. Bye.